Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to count to 100 by tens. So far we've counted to 30, we've counted to 50. Now we're going to go all the way to 100. But we're really going to focus on those counting by 10 numbers. Now, I don't love that this program, using the interactive book, I don't have that highlighter tool I used to love on the smartboard. But what I want you to do right now is I want you to look at the screen and I want you to see where are my numbers that have a 0 in the ones place. Those are my tens numbers. So I want you to just point to them, tap them. You don't have to touch your computer screen if it's going to get it messy. Look at where are all those numbers with a 0 in the ones place. What do you notice about all of those numbers and where they are? Are they all mishmash, jumbled all over the place? Did you have to go hunt and find each and every one of them? Shouldn't. They're all in a column, up and down. So once you find one of them, you've found them all. So there are our, let's use a different color. Here we go. It's the same color as the line, so it's not great. All right. There are our 10 numbers. Now in class, this would be what we call one of those easy days, where on the first page that we do together up on the smartboard, all that we're doing right now is circling or coloring those in lightly, so you can always lightly, so you can still see the number underneath. And then we would practice counting them. I included today a couple more, the same Go Noodle videos that have some great counting skills, the skip counting skills, the Cuckoo Kangaroo skip counting, and the other counting to 100 by skip counting. We really want to keep practicing those skills because you have to kind of just make this row something you know. So let's do it together right now. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Now you do it by yourself. I'm going to be quiet for 10 seconds. Good. Okay, I want to keep counting. Mom and Dad, keep practicing that, doing their tens counting. It needs to become rote and memorized and in their head. In class, we would be doing it constantly. We'd be finding things to put in groups of 10 and count them by tens, which is what they're going to do today. Okay, so let's undo that. And I'm going to go to the next page. Okay, so see, look, they highlighted that tens group for us. Now, sometimes you're going to see these cube bars, these orange rows, these cube trains. When you see those cube trains today, it's a group of 10. When they're locked together like that, they're showing you a group of 10. So do I need to sit and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for each row? No, I shouldn't have to do that. I can say this is 10. Then the next group is 10 more. I don't have to count 10, 11, 12. No, it's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. I have 60 in all. Okay, so our guided practice down here, I'm not going to spend too terribly long a time on that because I want to get to the next page. No, I don't want this to take the full 15 minutes because really, this is on you guys to practice counting by tens. Listening to me count by tens over and over again, not as important. You should be singing the songs and dancing the dances and counting the tens after you do this, okay? So for number 1 at the star, they ask us, what number comes after 20 but before 40 when I'm counting by tens? Okay, so let's think about that. After 20 when I'm counting by tens. So if I'm counting by tens, I would be going 10, 20. Okay, after 20, at 10, 20, 30, 40. Oh, before 40, so I can't go past it. Oh, okay. So it's, change that color, 30. There you go. Okay. Now this one, they leave the blank. This one, what comes after 60? What goes in that next box? Now, boys and girls, there's lots of tricks you can use. You can look up top. Oh, that one stops at 60, so that kind of, they're tricking you there. You can count by ones along this line to figure out what number comes next. You can use your patterns to say, well, I know it has to end in a 0 because everybody else in this column ends in 0. 6, 8, 9, 10. What number is missing? Oh, a 7. And they all end in 0. Okay. 60, 70, 80, 90. See how it really helps you to have those tens numbers down pat. If you have those 10 numbers in your head, you know, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 comes next. Okay, the faster you are with those, oopsie, no, Mrs. Demers did not want to do that. Sorry, let me delete that. And then I'm going to have to go back and fix that. Sometimes this laptop gets a mind of its own. Okay, next page. Okay, so I'm sorry if this page keeps kind of like going small, big, small, big. I don't know why these interactive ones do it on my laptop, but they do. All right, so we're going to look here. And for number 1, all they want you to do is to circle the numbers in the counting by tens pattern. So let's count by tens together and circle them as we count, okay? And boys and girls, mom and dad, this can count as doing the first 3 pages of their interactive book. You can just kind of skip past those pages when you open it up to do as a family. Try doing the other pages that we haven't looked at when you sit down to do it independently. Don't overdo with the work. I mean, there's no reason to repeat it unless you feel like it's just great practice with the 10 numbers, or they weren't paying attention to this and you want them to do it one more time. But just understand that if we were doing this in class, this would be the only time we look at these questions. We wouldn't put them up on the smart board, do them all on the smart board, then take out our math book and do them all in our math book. We would do them, write them, do them, write them. Okay, so when I have you guys go off on your own, open it up and just skip these pages. Okay, and go to the pages, maybe just do the homework page with them, do the quick check with them, have them watch the visual animation, do those parts with them. Okay, so let's look at number 3, the fish again. Where's that first number in the tens group? That first 10 number ends in a 0. Right there next to my cursor. What number is that? 10. So let's count together. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, sorry, 70, hard to read that, 60, 80, 90, 100. Okay, so the next 3 groups, ladies and gentlemen, the red, the blue, and the yellow cube trains, they are groups of 10. They want you to circle the number that tells you how many cubes there are in all. So take a look at number 4, the heart, and the blue cubes. Count by tens. It should take you about that long. I'm going to erase these over here so that if you want, I'm going to erase that so that you can look at those and say 1 group, 2, 3, to help you do that counting by tens. So how many blue cubes do we have, ladies and gentlemen? 10, 20, 30. Good. Now look at the red cubes. You count up the red cubes. I'll count to 10. Okay, you should be done. Let's check it. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. There you go. All right, try the yellows. Here we go. Let's see. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Now, mom and dad, sometimes I know when we're counting, not us, but when they do it on their own, I notice that sometimes any kind of counting we're doing, especially with something that's small and far away from them and it's not right there that they can touch it, they lose track of their counting, or sometimes they go 10, 20, 30, and they skip a row or they count a row twice. Sometimes in our books we would say, put a dot like a 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, like mark them off as you do them. That's something else that if you notice that their answer doesn't match the right answer, it just might be a simple tracking issue where they're not keeping a good count of it because they don't have their book in front of them with a pencil. So those are some of the things you can keep in mind All right. So at this point, this would be what they would do independently on their own. And I'm not going to write in any answers or check their work. I'm just going to explain the directions, and then you can see how they do with it. Okay. So this question, it says these two are the same, the green and the purple cubes. They're asking us to do the same thing and say, how many do I have in all? Sure. However, this one, see these little lines? They want us to count by tens and practice writing the tens numbers. So one line of 10 is 10. 10, what comes next? Not 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, but after 10 comes, then I have 20 in all. So they want us to count by tens all the way down and then circle the number that tells me how many green cubes there are in all. Okay, same with the purple, except we don't have those lines on the side, so all you have to do is circle how many purple cubes there are in all. Now, the bottom section, really we just want those 10 numbers, and parents, they're calling them right down there decade numbers. It's not a term I use very frequently in class, so you're going to see that number. The decade numbers are just our tens. Our numbers are in the tens column that end in 0. So they want us to, let me make sure. Yep. So starting with 10, they have to write out those numbers. I absolutely support them having a hundreds chart somewhere for them to refer back to and follow them and go down the row for a day or two. Absolutely. Sure, by the end of the topic, I hope that they would know them by heart, but I'm not going to pretend that we wouldn't have hundreds charts all over the classroom. So, I mean, we're introducing these concepts to them, and we want them to be as strong as they can with them, but this isn't necessarily something they have to have 100% mastery on all aspects of. I'd like that they have mastery of counting by tens. When we get into the next couple of lessons, there's going to be things like counting with tens and ones, counting up a certain number. Those are going to be ones that maybe mastery doesn't need to be as strong with. And I'll check the online assessment and in hopes that there's a couple of questions in there that are mostly focused on this. But if there are some questions that they don't have to have mastery of, I'll keep that in mind when I'm looking at scores and totals and things like that. Okay, so for now I want them, if they practice it here, they can. You could just have them practice this counting by tens on any paper. Take a look at what the homework pages would have been like. Take a look at the quick check, and you're good for today, okay? So I hope this helps you guys know how I want us to do the work. I hope it makes you feel comfortable with it. I hope it feels like we're kind of back in school. I don't want us to be totally gone from school. And keep going with the math, and I'll see you tomorrow, or you'll hear me tomorrow. Bye, guys.